Hi guys, this is ISTV Sports and this is Jeffers right here. Ah, I'm still trying to catch my breath. Honestly, it's been a crazy game, and I think this is a game no one actually expected. But well, it's come, it's gone. It's the end of the first leg at the Emirates. Final score line: Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. I can bet you one thing, it's still going to be a surprise to many people who actually wake up and find out that that was what ended the game. But we have to say it. This has been the best performance by an Arsenal team this season. No doubt about it. They've been able to find strength in what they've had and been able to give a result that no one actually expected, except for a very few people, myself included. Actually, I can brag on that. That yes, they were going to win, and they did it. Okay, quick one. For me, I'm going to do a quick review of the game. Basically, I'm going to look at player ratings. I'm going to look at how each player performed, and I'll just give my own two cents on the game. For me, I would say the man of the match today, undoubtedly, without any questions asked, was definitely Declan Rice because it was a point whereby you needed Declan Rice to actually step up to the counter. And boy, did he actually do that. Especially with those free kick goals. Believe you me. I think it shows the synergy that Arsenal have got with the Trevor, the set piece coach, to actually understand exactly what he wants. And if you could see the replay in one of the after the first free kick where he was shown telling Rice to actually bend it by the side of the wall, and that was what he exactly did, and he got the goal. So for me, the Rice my player of the match. Ratings. Let's start with David Villa. I would rate David Villa a 7/10. Basically, he wasn't really stressed, but when he was needed to actually deliver, he did deliver. Coming down to the defense line, okay. Um, Miles Lewis Kelly, the kid just proves that he's actually the best thing that can actually happen to Arsenal right now. He's proving that with every single game, and he gave a man of the match performance today, in all honesty. Coming down to Julian Timber, Timber was fantastic. Although he was initially a bit rough in the first half, but finally he got into the game and he settled in and he actually gave a woman's performance. Central defense, William Saliba, cool as ice as always. Kivio, man, I think the young man has actually learned his lesson. After being smoked by Bayern Munich last season, he's actually stepped up to the plate and has actually proven that he can actually be a capable replacement for Gabriel, at least till the end of the season, because I still believe he's still going to go at the end of the season. Coming to midfield, um, Thomas Partey. Wow. Anyway, that's the reason why we have Partey, definitely. Gave a solid performance in midfield. Handled the midfield very well. We needed a Marshall in that midfield to actually handle that midfield, and he actually delivered on his own part. Declan Rice, as I said earlier, Declan Rice gets a 10/10 for me. No argument, because he delivered when he was needed to deliver, and he actually gave a human's job. Now, moving to the next person in that midfield, Martin Odegaard. I will rate Martin Odegaard a 5/10, and I'm being blunt, because the truth was this: Odegaard was missing at some point in that game. We really needed him to deliver. He went missing in the first half totally. I think it was Rice's brilliance that actually overshadowed the fact that we couldn't find Odegaard in this game, in all honesty. So I think we need to actually give Odegaard some props and tell him basically, you're going home to the second leg. You need to show up, because believe you me, if you do not show up, I would say this season has been a bust for him. I think maybe the injuries played a role, but I need Odegaard to deliver for me from now to the end of the season. So I'll give him a 5. This is a kind of like a step up to tell him to get up, pick up his game, and step up to where we actually need him to be. Now to the flanks, Bukayo Saka. Anyway, there's a reason why we said we've missed Bukayo, and we saw it today. Initially in the first half, he was actually giving Alaba a run for his money, but eventually Madrid found a way to like get him. But let's be realistic. When he decided to come to the center, when he got us the first free kick goal, and let's say it, that's why we have the star boy in our team. On the flank, the other side, Martinelli. I'm the happiest person alive on that. Why? The reason is this. Okay, on the left hand side of the midfield, the attack, Martinelli. I am one of the happiest persons because I've expected this Martinelli to actually show up, and finally, I have found it. This is one of the performances that I have actually seen Martinelli step up, especially when you look at the fact that this Madrid side were basically defensively they were up for the taking. So I think he had to deliver, and he actually did step up, and he gave a very good commanding of himself. Although we might say he was playing against Valverde, who is naturally not a fullback, but the truth is this: Valverde has been one of the most outstanding players of this Madrid side, and he actually proved that he could actually even manage. He's been doing that over the course of the season. So I think Martinelli actually had to give a human job, and I think he did deliver. Although we might say the crosses were a bit not exactly on point, but he actually did deliver his own part of the game today. And up front, Mikel Merino. Wow, Merino. I remember when the whole gamble started about using Merino as a center forward. I was one person who was like, this guy has got to be crazy. But this is the funniest fact. Merino is actually scoring. And I think Ateta looked at the fact that he has a midfielder who just find he has a player who just has the ability to find his positioning in the team and just have a very good goal scoring ratio. That's just the honest truth. And he's been delivering so far. Once again, no surprises, he actually scored again. So for me, I'll rate the whole team. Raya, I'm giving Raya a 7 over 10. Saliba and Kivio, I'll give Saliba an 8, and I'll give Kivio an 8 as well, so over 10. Fullbacks, I'm giving Lewis Kelly an 8.5 over 10, and I'm giving on the other flank, I am giving Uriel Timber a 7.5. Midfield, Thomas Partey gets an 8.5 for me. Declan Rice gets a 9.5 for me over 10. Martin Odegaard gets a 5 over 10. Um, Wing in the attack, I have Bukayo Saka a 7 over 10. Martinelli a 7 over 10. And Mika Merino gets for me a 7 over 10. Overall rating, I would say Arsenal, well, they got the job done here today. But as I will always say, football is a game of 90 minutes. It's not yet over. They still have the job to do in the second leg at the Bernabeu. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough, but if they keep on with their shape and maintain themselves, their positioning, they will still go there and definitely they will get results. That's all from me over here. Remember, subscribe, like, and definitely drop your comments. We'll be waiting to get more from you and also to hear from you as well. Too. Until we see you again, good night. Peace out.